marry the love of my life, and I feel just like the luckiest girl in the world.
Donald Trump Jr. starting his romance with Bettina Anderson while still publicly engaged to Kimberly Guilfoyle is honestly the most damning red flag in this entire relationship. Donald and Kimberly had been together since 2018 and got officially engaged on December 31st, 2020. They had been a high-profile MAGA power couple for years. Then, summer 2024 happened. Bettina, the 39-year-old Palm Beach socialite born December 9th, 1986, started getting photographed with Donald around June 2024. By August and September 2024, photos surfaced of Donald and Bettina at a bar and at brunch in Palm Beach, reportedly kissing each other. He was still engaged to Kimberly at the time. The split with Kimberly was not publicly confirmed until December 10th, 2024, the same day Donald Trump Sr. announced Kimberly as his ambassador to Greece nominee. Convenient timing. Donald Jr. then quickly said he and Kimberly will always keep a special bond. Translation: they were already done by the summer and just kept it quiet. Donald is now 48 years old, born December 31st, 1977. Starting a new relationship while engaged to someone else is brutal optics. Donald Trump Jr. dating Bettina Anderson reportedly came with major family disapproval from his father, and that itself is a massive warning sign. Mediaite published a piece in January 2025, quoting 7 anonymous friends of the Trump family who said they were deeply troubled by the budding relationship. One quote stood out: Donald Trump does not approve of his son's association with Bettina. Bettina's presence is seen as a liability rather than an asset. Bettina was also reportedly described in those reports as having a hard partying reputation and a history of transactional relationships. Her representatives flatly denied these claims publicly. Then came the wedding red flag. President Donald Trump Sr., First Lady Melania Trump, and Barron Trump all skipped the May 23, 2026 wedding celebration on Little Pipe Cay in the Bahamas. Trump posted on Truth Social on May 22, 2026, blaming Iran and other things. He also added the awkward line, "That's one I can't win on." Sure, world leader duties are real, but the Trump family being noticeably absent from their own son's wedding screams something deeper. The disapproval reportedly is genuine and ongoing. Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson moved at warp speed from first photos to married, and the timeline is honestly suspicious. Their first sighting was around June 2024. The Palm Beach kissing photos surfaced in August and September 2024. They went Instagram official around Super Bowl 59 in February 2025. By March 2025, New York Magazine published a profile of Donald Jr. called The Age of Don Jr., featuring Bettina. By April 2025, Bettina was meeting his 5 kids from his marriage to Vanessa Hayden, on a spearfishing trip no less. By November 2025, Bettina was accompanying Donald to a Trump family dinner with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Donald proposed during her birthday weekend at Camp David around December 13th to 15th, 2025. President Trump announced the engagement at a White House holiday reception on December 15th, 2025. Then they legally married on May 21st, 2026 in West Palm Beach. Wedding celebration on May 23rd, 2026 in the Bahamas. From first photos to married was honestly just under 2 years. For someone Donald Jr. supposedly cheated on Kimberly with, going straight to wife status is aggressive timing. Reckless or romantic? Hard to say. Donald Trump Jr. having 5 kids from his first marriage to Vanessa Hayden is reportedly creating major complications for his new marriage to Bettina Anderson. Donald married Vanessa in 2005. They share 5 children together: Kai, Donald III, Tristan, Spencer, and Chloe. They divorced in 2018 after 13 years of marriage. Now at 39 years old, Bettina is stepping into a step-parent role to 5 children with another woman. Per Page 6 in June 2026, Donald and Bettina are reportedly planning to have their own children together at some point. Adding more kids to an already large blended family is going to be a logistical nightmare. There are also conflicting reports about how Bettina gets along with Vanessa. Page 6 reported they were actually friends and neighbors before the romance started, and reportedly stopped speaking after Bettina started dating Donald. The reported quote, "She got played." A separate later report claims Vanessa fully approves. Bettina also signed a prenup before the marriage. Stepping into a blended family with 5 kids, an ex-wife whose feelings are unclear, and signing legal protections suggests this whole setup is way more complicated than the public knows. Bettina Anderson, historically having very different politics from Donald Trump Jr., is reportedly the quietest tension in the whole relationship. Donald Trump Jr. is one of the most prominent MAGA political figures alive. He's a constant voice in conservative media, a major advocate for his father's political agenda, and aligned completely with the MAGA movement. Bettina, on the other hand, has historically posted publicly in support of mask wearing during COVID, supported Black Lives Matter, advocated for climate action, and even posted about not wanting kids. Matchmaker Susan Trombetti from Exclusive Matchmaking told Glam in April 2025 that this political mismatch was one of multiple, quote, glaring red flags. Her exact words about Bettina: she has definitely failed to charm the president. Bettina has noticeably toned down her political postings since dating Donald. She has not publicly explained the shift. So either Bettina genuinely changed her political views, or she's hiding her real beliefs to keep the peace in the Trump family. Either way, that's not a stable foundation for a marriage. Political mismatches in normal relationships are difficult. Doing it in one of the most politically polarizing families on the planet is honestly a recipe for chaos. Bettina Anderson reportedly having ambitions to become First Lady is honestly one of the more uncomfortable red flags floating around. The Daily Mail and Bettina's own half-sister, Maya Stone, reportedly described Bettina as someone who wanted to meet a rich man and get married, and would love to be First Lady. Maya reportedly said being First Lady is pretty much her life goal realized. Now, obviously, family members making public comments to tabloids is its own messy situation. Half-sister Maya is not necessarily a reliable narrator, but the broader social climber framing has stuck publicly. Bettina was previously engaged to chewing gum heir William Beau Wrigley before that engagement ended in 2017, reportedly over a prenup dispute. So her dating history skews toward extremely wealthy men. Add the documented timeline of getting close to Donald Trump Jr. while he was engaged to someone else, and the narrative of strategic relationship building writes itself. Is Bettina actually in love? Probably yes, at least partially. Does she also love the access, power, and visibility that comes with being a Trump? Honestly, almost certainly yes too. Both can be true at the same time. Power couple energy. Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson's constant public PDA at every camera-ready event is reportedly starting to look strategic rather than genuine. The pair have been photographed kissing or holding hands at basically every major public event since going official. The January 19 to 2025 inauguration festivities, the FIFA Club World Cup final in July 2025 at MetLife Stadium, Live Golf Miami in April 2025, Trump 4th of July events. Love coach Nicole Moore weighed in via the list, framing the constant kissing and touching as performance for cameras. The argument: when couples are constantly displaying affection only when photographers are around, it often signals they're trying to convince the public, not just genuinely expressing love. Body language analyst Tracy Brown also flagged a moment from the December 15, 2025 engagement announcement where Bettina noticeably thanked President Trump Sr. before thanking Donald Jr. in her speech. Brown also claimed President Trump appeared to mouth "good luck" to Bettina during the moment. Now, obviously, body language analysis is honestly entertainment commentary, not real science. But when this much performative behavior keeps showing up consistently, eventually you have to wonder if it's about real love or careful image building.